Have you seen this webcam? It's the Brownville, Maine food pantry for deer. And there's a big buck right there. Most of the bucks have lost their antlers. So this is right on YouTube. You can go and find it. And though physically I'm not in New England, I'm with you in spirit. Uh, Maliki liki maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Oh, wait, this isn't Hawaii. Christmas in the Caribbean. Snowbirds fill the air. That would be TK trying to do Bing Crosby and Jimmy Buffett, two legends up there looking down on us right now. Have you figured out where I am yet? Yeah, it's not New England. The ocean is right there. That's the Atlantic Ocean. This is the north side of Tortola, British Virgin Islands. Did you follow my dilemma? It was on the news yesterday about the American Airlines computer nationwide going down, and they deplaned us at 7 a.m. and they replaned us at 8 a.m. It was all over the news. I'll leave that for the end more. So a lot of streaks going on. How about that snow in Brownville, Maine? That's day 10 in a row of New England snow, and 27 of the last 28 going back to Thanksgiving. And there's a one antlered buck right there. And what's going on in Vermont? Well, the sun is out. Well, it's sun's out at Jay Peak, the entire mountain. Glorious. And the sun is out also at the summit of Mount Mansfield. Thank you, Sean Big Red Kearney, for representing the top of the mountain this morning. It looks like an island over there, looking south toward the sun. Carl and Donna also sharing the images. Thank you, guys. And it actually snowed in Weymouth yesterday. This one blew my mind. Thank you, Doug Kent, for representing North Weymouth. He says there was 3/8 of an inch of snow even on the driveway. Now, most of that melted, but I actually got an image off my webcam here. It looks like the ghost of Roger Kent, doesn't it? This is Doug Kent, his nephew. They grew up right here. I came over to take this photograph for me. Thank you, Doug. That was something else. This is all while we're trying to fly from Boston to Miami to Tortola, and we just barely made it. Had to run through the airport in Miami. All right, so I think the snow on Cape Cod melted, but Ant in Bridgewater, Massachusetts says it's his first white Christmas in 7 years. So several Christmas miracles yesterday. That fourth time it snowed, accumulating snow in 6 or 7 days. When I say this streak of 10 in a row in snow, it's been scattered around, but even Cape Cod got in on 3 of those days. And this morning, here's the satellite imagery. Noontime where I am. It was still 10 a.m. when I got this. It showed some ocean effect clouds over Cape Cod, but it's just too warm. It's not snowing on Cape Cod. And in Maine, the backside of the low is just pulling out. And then you see a whole bunch of sunshine right in the middle. And then new clouds with warmer air trying to come in from the west. It is not an easy forecast at all, except for mostly today and tomorrow, except for that fog and that undercast at the ski resorts. That's going to be kind of unpredictable. Well, that's what we're here for. I don't care where I am. I'm going to keep doing out the door weather and more. Oh, yeah, speaking of streaks, we broke one yesterday. I didn't get to publish. It's been 974 days since we missed publishing in Out the Door, Weather and More, back to April 26, 2022. It was just too much of a day. A lot of heavy lifting getting here. I don't really like traveling, but I like when I get there. And there's a beach right over there. It's called Lambert's Beach. And I walked down the beach yesterday evening, and the waves were just powering. The sounds around here of the night crickets, frogs, ocean.
Shoulder high, heavy duty surf.
Yeah, it was almost a scary looking wave last evening. It has since calmed down. I'll take you to the beach tomorrow. For now, I want to talk more about this very challenging forecast in New England. It's a 1,006 millibar low that definitely overachieved. The mountains got 5 to 10 inches of snow again yesterday. and that's pulling out. And there's a little 1035 high. Little, yeah, it's little, but it's powerful, and it's going to stall over us for a couple of days. And that means very little wind and nighttime inversion, even a daytime inversion. I get this from Mount Washington about 10 o'clock this morning, this data. Look at that. It's 31 degrees at 4,000 feet. Talk about the top of an inversion. Wow. No wonder you get that cloud trapped beneath the summits. And I think as the moisture comes up over the next couple of days, very subtly, we're going to have this undercast in the mountains. So I even wrote that in the J blog if you want to go read all about it, the science of that inversion. You take the lift out of the very cold and foggy air down below up into beautiful sky above 3,000 feet. And the GEM, that's the Canadian model, did so well for us. Here's Steve Turnblum's backyard. We've been talking about this since Friday, December 13th, on the odds of a white Christmas here. They look pretty grim. Previous to that, Steve says that we're not going to have a white Christmas army. I said, are we? I said, Steve, we're going to focus on your yard, and we're going to do our best. And it was 50-50 odds back then, nearly 2 weeks ago. And look at it this morning. The hockey net set up on his backyard pond. There is sledding and ice skating in southern New England today, and it was the Canadian model that got us here. All the other global models abandoned snowfall, and how bad were they? So let's defer to the Canadian again this afternoon. Merry Christmas. It shows in Shrewsbury plenty of sunshine with temperatures hanging around freezing and very little wind each day. I forgot to mention, top of Mount Washington had 8-mile-an-hour wind. And with this high pressure system cresting right over us, now most of the guidance is fairly gray, but this is bullish on sunshine right through tomorrow into Saturday, and then we kind of go off the rails, not only weather-wise, but also weather forecasting-wise. Very low confidence once we get out there. Temperature in the mid-40s with wet weather coming in Sunday and Monday, and then New Year's Eve day, some of the guidance says actually colder air coming in and any rain will be changing to snow for New Year's Eve. So that is going to be a total moving target. Speaking of moving, I'm tempted. There's a swimming pool right over there. Can you see it? But I'm uncertain of my footing around here, so we're just going to stay right here. Did I already show the ocean? Yeah. So huge waves, not only in the Pacific on the west coast, but also in the Atlantic due to stalled weather systems and an incredibly active weather pattern. I didn't even look at it, but here's the big picture satellite imagery. This period we're in right now, we have a gap between this next storm coming out of Texas and then all these other ones coming in off the Pacific. So it is a wild weather pattern to close out 24 and 25. And I'll try and just fast forward through this model that I don't really believe in that much, but we are dedicated to it. It does a good job generally with the big picture. But I think this time it's too warm, too wet. The Euro model, pivotalweather.com, here it is with that system out of Texas coming up and kind of falling apart and kind of joining the northern stream and low pressure tracks just to our west. Sunday, the rain comes back, strong winds from the south with the pressure gradient and off and on rain, and it's really gone off the rails here with that rain continuing on Monday, and then yet another low, perhaps cutting right through the Great Lakes. That would keep us warm and very wet. And again, I think this is very low confidence. And then it's New Year's Day, next Wednesday, that colder air starts coming back in, systems continuing to come out of the southeastern United States. And no, I don't think they're going to miss off to the south. I think that we are in for a real roller coaster weather pattern with batches of rain, wintry mix, and snow returning by late Saturday, if not a little sooner, and then continuing off through the end of 24 into the beginning of 25. And we will be here. I'm not going to miss another day until I don't know when, maybe my travel home day. So we're here on the north side of Tortola. This is called the Wyndham Resort right here. I guess that's the end of this weather. There's so much and more. I don't even know where to begin. Let's see, 3 days ago on December 23rd, driving around, leaving the brown ground in North Weymouth and going down and visiting Ginny. Merry Christmas, Ginny and Bob and Kevin and Ed and Diane and everybody. Mom and Dad in heaven. Sandy in Florida. I know I'm missing somebody. And driving around in eastern Massachusetts and delivering T-Rex to the land of the White Christmas in Norton, Massachusetts. Thank you, Charette family, for hosting. Kravchuk's.
Hello?
T-Rex is familiar.
Ready home?
Mom, Angela lives in South Dennis, where I think the snow did melt, and so T-Rex getting around having a ball. And then yesterday, what a travel day. I mean, of course, I'm on a plane. I got a window seat, and I'm psyched to make videos until they pushed us off the plane. And the video that made the national or international news, I think, briefly for that American Airlines computer going down right there, that video. And then flying south and then getting to Miami about 30 minutes before we're supposed to board our next flight to Tortola, and literally running about 2 miles in the airport and having the door slam.
12:23. It is hot.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out. Well, the door hit us on the way into that plane. We just barely made it here. And so real fun, as a weatherman, meteorologist. I think my favorite image was coming in over, is it Joost Van Dyke, this island with all the yachts around the island coming in as we landed in Tortola. And it was just steamy. So we're in steamy weather all of a sudden here. And I'm just standing on my balcony. But tomorrow, I'll show you in the end more. I'll show you the surf and the waves and what it looks like around here. It was kind of an arduous trip over that hill. These roads are steep, steeper than the slopes at Mount Mansfield. All right, so I'm with you in spirit. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Kind of trapped here by all the bushes and pretty flowers. All right, love you all. New streak begins today without the door, weather, and more. On a mission. Mission accomplished. Just went out there and pulled some kind of mooring or something. Boater's gonna boat, no matter what the season. My deck crunching under my feet. So it's noontime on this transition out of the coldest air so far this season into sort of regular chill. And the wind has finally gone light after 3 days of strong wind from the east and the north. So it's still just barely cold enough that some more saltwater ice, or slush really, is trying to form. All right, Slurpee waves. We've got Slurpee waves. The fall chores are never done, are they? Now a winter chore. He's making a list. I've eaten it twice. T-Rex, really, you are funny. Wow, it's almost feeling like a heat wave out here. T-Rex, you might not even need all that. Aw, he's so handsome. I'm missing T-Rex already. There's no place like home for the holidays. Gee, the traffic is terrific. Yeah. Not much, but more snow in Halifax than in Weymouth. And we're in the snow zone, south of Boston. T-Rex is getting delivered out the door. What is this? It's all snow covered. Oh yeah, you like that? He wants to go down in the snow, I think. Yeah, Rex. Yeah, this is your new neighborhood for a while. What do you got? Oh yeah, he's gonna like this a lot. The size of this yard. Hello? Everybody home? Hopefully this is the right house. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Rex, where are we? Hi.
Oh my.
There he is. This is your new dog. Okay, see you guys later. Bye. So pretty. Wow, the snow is still in the trees here. And that would be Venus up there, and here we are. Gorgeous. And you come here often, big guy. This is the biggest Santa I've ever seen. I don't know if we're ever gonna get T-Rex back, honey. It's kind of cozy over here. Put the fire. The bed next to the fire. Look at this, gorgeous. These decorations are outstanding. Oh man. Still a little excited for that. Everybody gets their own lounge, Barkalava, Barca Lounger.
Have you had enough?
I guess Matt and T-Rex are the new roommates to end 2024 and start 2025. Oh, be careful not to wrap up Steve and give him away, Santa. 4:45 a.m., Christmas Eve. Hitting the road. It's about 28 degrees. We get some Virga. It's 5 in the morning.
So thank you so much for your patience. If
American
you'd so kindly
Airlines
grab
computers
your
are
belongings
down.
and your
We're
boarding
deplaning.
pass and deplane back up
Breaking
to the
news.
boarding
I
area.
think
It'd be
this is a
greatly
national
appreciated.
computer failure. American Airlines computers are down. We're getting off of the plane. National failure. American Airlines grounded. Can we change to Delta? They get a bunch of those over there. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a long day of pacing. 7:45 update. Place just cleared out because they started saying some planes are gonna start to board. Now it's interesting. We get some snow incoming. What's next? 7:54 a.m. update from AA to Miami. We're getting on board again. Take two.
Our flying time today is expected to be 3 hours and 9
Running up
minutes.
on the forecast.
Miami is currently reporting partly cloudy skies and a temperature of 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which is
Fasten and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and put the
All right.
elastic band over your head.
We're moving.
Pull the straps to tighten and breathe normally.
And it is snowing just barely perceptible. You see snowflakes? Yeah. White Christmas. Most of New England. But not where we're going. Still quite a bit of ice. Runway. That a little bit of an onshore flow and some diurnal convection here in the land of 80 degrees year round. We are not alone. Drone. It's not a drone. Just the childhood dreams right here. Noontime in Miami, and there's about 150 of us trying to make a connection. Yep. Just sprinted 60 gates. That's our flight right there. What the heck? Why is it a dead end? Not leaving. 12:23. It is hot, especially when you run 2 miles and the last people on the plane. The door just closed behind us.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon. As you see, the aircraft is not full, but I need everybody to be seated in the...
All right, final leg. Look at that fracture. What an extraordinary 48 hours considering all the things. Not quite a Tom Hanks ordeal, but we are survivors so far. That is the Caribbean. And here we are in the land where palm trees sway. Left snow in the rearview mirror, and now just pure, beautiful tropical air. Something a little different for Christmas this year. Feels like a miracle that it snowed back home and we made it to our connecting flight. And Lord willing, we'll be on the ground here in a couple seconds and out the door from a time zone east of New England, Atlantic time for Tim. More and more and more. Hey, land ho. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Huge high pressure in the North Atlantic. Major, not only Pacific swell, but Atlantic swell. Look at that little point break right there. Oh yeah. Surf, ski, weather, Christmas 2024. Does anyone else see a crow? On a pterosaur tops. Countless little islands we're going by. It's a popular cove right there for the yachting world. Christmas Eve on their yacht and cove. Kind of magical. This one has to be Tortola, or else we're in trouble. Oh, just rained here. Ground's wet. That little girl back there, she's been so excited. She saw a rainbow. She saw islands. And here we are. Rainbows here every day, I think. That it just poured. Probably a little bit sticky out there.
It is a pleasure to welcome you to Tortola, where the local time is 4:15 p.m. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft comes to a complete stop.
Hey Ross, anyone you know over there? You guys all know each other, right?
American Airlines one-wall partner and this Miami-based crew would like to thank you once again for flying with us today.
Woo. Oh man, it's shoulder high, heavy duty surf. It's closing out though. I need a point break or something. Look at that. Oh, that's an overhead. Oh, wow. This is challenging water. But it's sand. It's soft sand. Tortola, Christmas Eve, 2024. About 82 degrees. Gorgeous. Oh, look at that mama. Woohoo. Venus over there, the love planet. Star in the night sky.